First up, the Australian 50-cent coin underwent a significant design change in 1969. Adopting its current dodecagonal 12-sided shape, the 2012 edition continued this tradition, featuring the classic design of the Australian coat of arms on its reverse on the obverse. The coin bears the fourth effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley with a mintage of 17.6 million. The 2012 50-cent coin is classified as common in terms of availability. However, its value can vary significantly based on condition and specific variants. While the standard 2012 50-cent coin remains affordable, the special editions have shown a steady increase in value. Collectors often seek these variants, not only for their design, but also as potential investments. To identify valuable 2012 50-cent coins, look for special editions with unique designs. Ensure the coin is in good condition, preferably uncirculated, and consider obtaining a certificate of authenticity. Online platforms like eBay and specialized coin dealers are excellent resources for purchasing and verifying the authenticity of these coins. The 2012 Australian 50-cent coin offers a fascinating glimpse into the nation's numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer, understanding its variants and market trends can enhance your collecting experience. Specifically, the 10-cent coins from the year 2005. If you've got one of these tucked away in your collection, you might be sitting on a little nugget of gold. Or at least a few valuable dollars. Australian 10-cent coins are pretty common, right? You see them all the time in your change, but did you know some coins from certain years, especially 2005, can actually be quite valuable if they're in good condition? In today's video, we'll explore why these coins are special, what to look for, and how much you could realistically expect to get if you sell them. First, a quick refresher. The Australian 10-cent coin has been around since 1966. It features the iconic lyrebird on the reverse side, an emblematic Australian bird known for its incredible mimicry skills. The obverse side shows the reigning monarch's portrait, which in 2005 was Queen Elizabeth II. Most 10-cent coins from 2005 were produced in huge quantities, millions actually. So why would any of them be valuable generally? 2005 10-cent coins aren't rare. The Royal Australian Mint made plenty. But there are always exceptions. Coins with errors like double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks can be more valuable. To collectors, for 2005 10-cent coins, there have been some known varieties with minting mistakes, though they're relatively scarce. This is huge. Coins graded as uncirculated or mint state, meaning they look nearly perfect, with no scratches or wear, can fetch a much higher price than your average circulated coin. If you have a 2005 10-cent coin in pristine condition, certified by a grading company like PCGS or NGC, it could be worth between $150 odd to collectors. So there you have it, a rundown on the most valuable Australian 10-cent coins from 2005. While most are just 10 cents, a lucky few in excellent condition or with rare errors could be worth a lot more. Got one? Hold on to it. Get it graded. And who knows, you might have a little Aussie treasure in your pocket. Next up, the 2013 50-cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the value and rarity of this coin is essential. So let's get started. The 2013 50-cent coin is a standard circulation coin issued by the Royal Australian Mint. It features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the Australian coat of arms on the reverse. The coin is made of copper nickel and weighs 15.55 grams in circulated condition. The 2013 50-cent coin is generally worth its face value of 50 cents. However, coins in higher grades can fetch more. For instance, coins graded MS65 have been known to sell for around $14.50. It's important to note that the value increases with the coin's grade. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition are more valuable due to their pristine state. The Royal Australian Mint occasionally releases special editions of coins to commemorate significant events. In 2013, a special 50-cent coin was issued to mark the 60th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. This coin features a stylized representation of St. Edward's crown surrounded by circles, including a pattern of purple stripes. These commemorative coins are produced in limited quantities and are highly sought after by collectors, making them more valuable than regular circulation coins. As of 2025, the value of the 2013 50-cent coin varies based on its condition and rarity. Standard circulated coins are worth their face value, while higher-grade coins and special editions can command higher prices. For example, a 2013 50-cent coin in MS69 grade has been sold for $160 AUD at auction. Next up, the 1975 Australian 10-cent coin, especially those in fine condition. What makes them so special? How much are they worth in today's market? Stick around because we're about to uncover all the secrets behind this little silver beauty. Alright, first, let's get some basics out of the way. The Australian 10-cent coin, first introduced in 1966 after decimalization, features a distinctive design, a lyrebird on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin. The 1975 version, like others from the era, is made from 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that nice silvery look and decent durability. But why does the 1975 10-cent coin get so much attention? Well, there's a bit of history and rarity that collectors love. While millions were minted that year, certain varieties and especially coins in fine or better condition can command surprisingly high prices. Like with most coins, condition is king. Coins in fine or better condition are much scarcer since many coins have been in circulation for decades. Some 1975 coins feature minting errors or varieties like double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual toning, which can add premium value. Before we talk numbers, let's quickly understand coin grading. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with fine condition meaning the coin shows moderate wear but all major details are still visible and clear. It's a sweet spot for many collectors who want quality but don't want to pay the top dollar mint state prices. Okay, here's the juicy part, the market value. For a standard 1975 Australian 10-cent coin in fine condition, prices usually range between $200 odd on the collector market. Sounds reasonable, right? Beyond the dollar value, the 1975 10-cent coin represents an era of Australian currency history. It's a snapshot of the country's design culture and economic history. For many collectors, holding one in fine condition means owning a small piece of that history. Next up, the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin. Hello, fellow collectors. I'm Host Name, and in today's video, we're focusing on the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin, specifically examining its value in extra fine condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin offers an intriguing glimpse into Australia's numismatic history. First, let's familiarize ourselves with the coin's specifications. The 1997 Australian 50-cent coin is part of the Coat of Arms series, featuring the Australian coat of arms on the reverse and the third effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Raphael Magloff. This effigy portrays the Queen wearing the royal diadem, a pearl necklace, and earrings. Stuart Devlin's design on the reverse showcases the coat of arms of Australia, introduced in 1912, featuring a shield supported by a kangaroo and an emu struck in copper nickel. The coin has a weight of 15.55 grams and a diameter of 31.65 millimeters. In 1997, the Royal Australian Mint produced 4.34 million of these 50-cent coins. While this number might seem high, it's essential to consider that the mintage figures alone don't determine a coin's rarity or value. Before we delve into the coin's value, it's crucial to understand how coins are graded. The Sheldon scale is widely used, ranging from 1 poor to 70 mint state and extra fine EF grade. Specifically, EF40 indicates that a coin has light wear on the highest points, with all details sharp and clear. This grade is just below about uncirculated. Now, let's discuss the current market value of the 1997 50-cent coin in extra fine condition. Based on recent sales data, coins in this grade have been fetching prices ranging from $190. While this might not make it a high-value coin, its historical significance and the relatively low mintage contribute to its appeal among collectors. In conclusion, while the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin in extra fine condition may not be a high-value item, its historical significance and appeal to collectors make it a worthy addition to any collection. Next up, the 1978 Australian 10-cent coin, but not just any 10-cent coin. We're talking about the most valuable ones, especially those in extremely fine condition. If you're a collector, investor, or just curious about coin values, stick around because you might be sitting on a little treasure without even knowing it. The 10-cent coin is a beloved piece of Australian currency, featuring the iconic image of a lyrebird on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin. The 1978 edition is especially interesting to collectors for several reasons, and today, we'll explore what makes some of these coins so valuable, what extremely fine condition means, and what you could expect to get if you decide to sell. Alright, let's start with a bit of history. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, replacing the old sixpence when Australia decimalised its currency. The 1978 coins came during a time when Australia was still refining its minting processes, and that year produced some variations that collectors absolutely love. Most 1978 10-cent coins are common and usually worth their face value or just a bit more to collectors. But a few key factors can make some coins stand out. Sometimes coins come out with mistakes, like double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. These are rare and highly prized, while the 10-cent coins are made from cupronickel. Certain mint batches might have subtle differences in alloy ratios, making them distinct. The term extremely fine, or EF, is a grading term used by numismatists to describe a coin that has light wear on high points but still retains sharp details and luster. Some mintages are lower than others, and coins from certain mints like the Melbourne or Perth mints might be more scarce. So what exactly is extremely fine? Imagine a coin that has been handled carefully but has slight wear on the highest points, like the lyrebird's feathers, but all details remain crisp and clear. The coin should have minimal scratches, no corrosion, and still shine with much of its original mint luster. One of the most sought-after 1978 10-cent coins is the double-struck variety, which shows a faint second image offset slightly from the main design. These can really attract premium bids because of their uniqueness. Next up, the 2000 for Australian 50-cent piece. If you're a collector or just curious about coins that could be worth big money, stick around because this coin might surprise you. The Australian 50-cent coin is iconic. It's large, uniquely shaped, with its 12 sides and made of a distinctive cupronickel alloy. In 2004, the Royal Australian Mint released a standard circulation 50-cent coin that at first glance looks pretty normal, but among collectors, certain 2000 for 50-cent coins have gained a lot of attention, unlike some of the previous years that had special commemorative issues or limited mintages. The 2000 for 50-cent coin was primarily a standard issue. However, what makes some 2000 for coins valuable isn't the design itself, but rather their rarity in certain conditions and varieties. So, how much is a 2000 for Australian 50-cent coin worth today? The truth is, most circulated coins from 2000 for are worth face value about 50 cents AUD. However, if you have one in excellent condition, we're talking about uncirculated or mint state condition, the value can increase significantly on popular coin marketplaces and recent auctions. A 2000 for 50-cent coin in very fine to extremely fine condition typically sells for between 150 United States dollars. That's already a decent jump from face value. One of the most exciting things for collectors are coins with minting errors. While the 2004 50-cent coin doesn't have widely known or common errors like some other years, if you do find an unusual feature, maybe a double date or an off-center strike, That coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Always have suspected error coins authenticated by a professional grading service, while the 2000 for Australian 50-cent coin might not be the rarest or most expensive coin out there. It's a wonderful piece of Australian numismatic history, and if you have one in top condition, you could see a nice return if you decide to sell. Always remember, the real value of coins often lies in their story and the thrill of collecting. Next up, the world of Australian 10-cent coins from the year 2000. Specifically, which ones are the most valuable in good condition and what you can expect to get for them in today's market. So, if you've got some old coins lying around, or you're thinking about investing, stay tuned because you might have a little treasure right in your pocket. First off, let's talk about the Australian 10-cent coin itself. It's part of the Australian decimal currency introduced in 1966. The standard 10-cent coin features the famous lyrebird on the reverse side and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. The 10-cent coin is made of copper nickel and is a popular coin for collectors, especially when it comes to special editions, mint errors, or limited runs. Now, the year 2000 is interesting because it marked the new millennium. While the general design of the 10-cent coin didn't change, there are some coins from this year that stand out, mainly due to rarity. Mint errors or variations. Most 2010-cent coins are common, meaning they were minted in large quantities and are worth their face value, about 10 cents. However, the ones that collectors chase after are usually in exceptionally good condition. That means minimal wear, sharp details, and clear mint marks. Minting errors, coins that have flaws due to mistakes during the production process, such as double dies, missing elements, or off-center strikes. Proof coins or special editions. These are coins made especially for collectors, with higher quality and sometimes special finish. Low mintage variations. Coins that were made in limited numbers or from a specific mint location can also be more valuable. Australia issued a special set of coins to commemorate the Sydney 2000 Olympics, and some 10-cent coins from this set are highly sought after. These coins often have the Olympic rings or special designs on the reverse. In perfect, uncirculated condition, they can fetch anywhere between $100 odd depending on the seller and condition. To sum it up, most Australian 10-cent coins from 2000 are worth face value to 10 cents. But if you're lucky enough to have a special Olympic edition, a mint condition proof, or an error coin, you could be looking at anywhere from $100 to a few hundred Australian dollars. Next up, the 1977 Australian 50-cent piece. But with a twist, we're talking about the most valuable damaged 1977 50-cent coins and what they're really worth in today's market, in US dollars. So stick around, because this could change how you look at coins in your collection. The 1977 Australian 50-cent coin is famous for its distinctive dodecagonal shape. That's right, 12 sides. This coin was minted to commemorate the Queen's Silver Jubilee, marking 25 years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. It features the Australian coat of arms on the reverse and the Queen's portrait on the obverse in uncirculated or mint condition. These coins can be quite valuable. But what about those coins that have seen better days? The ones that have scratches, dents, or other types of damage? Believe it or not, even damaged coins can fetch a surprising price under the right circumstances. First off, what do we mean by damage in coin collecting terms? Damage can be anything from scratches, corrosion, discoloration, cleaning marks, bent edges, or even environmental damage like rust or water exposure. Typically, damage lowers a coin's value significantly. Collectors want coins in the best possible condition, but for rare coins like the 1977 Australian 50-cent, even damaged versions can be valuable because of their rarity and collector demand. One reason why damaged 1977 50-cent coins still hold value is due to the coin's variations and mint errors. For example, some 1977 coins were struck on different plankets or have unique die varieties. Certain errors, like double strikes or off-center strikes, can actually increase value even if the coin is damaged. In general, A damaged standard 1977 50-cent coin might only be worth between $100 because of its silver content and commonality. But here's the catch. If the damage is severe, like heavy corrosion or bent edges, prices can drop closer to the melt value, which hovers around $120 USD depending on silver prices. So if you stumble upon a 1977 50-cent coin that looks damaged, but has a weird strike or off-center minting, it's worth getting it professionally graded or appraised to wrap up. While damage usually lowers a coin's value, the 1977 Australian 50-cent coin can still be worth a decent amount, especially if it's a rare variety or error. Even damaged coins have their place in the collecting world, and sometimes your damaged coin might be worth more than you think. Have you found any damaged 1977 50-cent coins? Or maybe you're holding an error coin from that year. Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more valuable coin insights. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting for those hidden treasures.